Hi y'all, this is Trudy and welcome to my channel. In this video and hopefully more videos to come, I am going to tell you from my personal experience how to get started if you are thinking about owning a mini Rex rabbit. Topics that I'm going to discuss today in this particular video is before bringing them home, after you bring them home, feeding, watering, attention, and taming. And I've also put together a little before purchase checklist, and that includes number 1, a hutch, 2, food, 3, hay, 4, food bowl, 5, water bowl, 6, hay bin, 7, apple cider vinegar. So, before you bring home your mini Rex, you want to make sure it has a suitable living area, such as a hutch. And I do advise against the hutches with the wood flooring. And that's coming from a personal experience. I have been there, done that, and will not do that again. Big mistake. Big mistake. So, if you are placing the hutch outside, you want to make sure your mini Rex is sheltered from weather conditions such as rain, heat, wind, and also predators. Make sure you have a feeder, and I do recommend a galvanized feeder. And with that being said, if you've already purchased the hutch, I would suggest you go ahead and cut the little hole for the feeder and place it on the hutch. And then the hay bin, I will do that also with the hay bin. I would go ahead and put that wherever you wanted to put it. Now, I've had rabbits for a while now, mini Rex rabbits, and I have found it, I just, recently, maybe a month ago, decided to move my hay bins on the outside because it's much easier instead of just opening it up, disturbing them, from their whatever routine they have going on in there. But my suggestion with a hay bin is try to place it outside if you can. If not, it's fine. You can do it from the inside, but it will save you a lot of time in the future. And that's from my experience. And like I said, I've had rabbits for a while now, and I'm just now figuring that one out. So, anyway, then you need the water bowl. And I would advise against getting the little water bottle that you can hook onto the side, like for the hamsters and the guinea pigs. I would not use that one. And then you want to go ahead and purchase the food. I personally use Purina Complete. I get the food, the hay bin, and the galvanized feeder at my local farm supply store. The water bowl can be purchased just about anywhere, online or at your local stores. The hay can be purchased, the Timothy hay can be purchased at your local grocery store. It's a big grocery store. I'm sure everybody has one around them. But that's the Timothy hay. And I personally, because I have so many, I use the Bahia hay, and I purchase that from my local farm supply store. And I get a big bale of it for real cheap. Let me just put it that way. So, also, you want to purchase a bottle of apple cider vinegar. You're probably thinking, what? Why do I need that for a bunny? I'll explain that later. So, after you bring your mini Rex home, you want to take a little time with him or her, whichever one you decide to get, him or her, by petting it, talking to it, and I would suggest doing this from anywhere to 30 minutes to an hour, or at least 30 minutes. I mean, if you got more time to spend on, taking that time to get to know your bunny, that's excellent. And during that time, I would also suggest maybe try to come up with a name for it. Just watch it and see how it's acting. And, a name will come to you, believe it or not. Then you want to introduce them to their new home. How exciting for the little bunny. You can do this by placing him or her inside the hutch. You can hang around the door for a few minutes if you would like. You don't have to, but I'm always excited whenever I get a new baby. And usually I want to see how it reacts to the hutch. So I do stand there for a few minutes, and, that's just me. That's what I do. Pet it and talk to it and just get it comfortable with the hutch. And then after you're through doing that, you want to make sure the latch is secure. Now, while they still are getting used to their new home, you can go ahead and add the food to the feeder, which should already be installed, and you can also add the hay. And you want to make sure you keep the hay bin full at all times. This is very important. This is 80% of their diet is what I've researched and found out. You also want to make sure they have pellets at all times. When they are 10 weeks old, then the pellets can be reduced to about 4.6 ounces. And the way I measure this is with an empty Vienna sausage can. A friend of mine has told me that's how they measure theirs. And this is after they are 10 weeks old, not any time before. This is very important so that they don't become overweight. They are not a regular size Rex rabbit. They are mini Rex rabbits. This is very important not to overfeed them after 10 weeks old. Now this is where the apple cider vinegar comes in. I have a 1 gallon waterer thing. So in the tower part, I add 1 lid of apple cider vinegar, which is maybe a teaspoon. And then I fill it with water. The apple cider vinegar is known to improve digestion and increase nutrient absorption levels through the GI tract. It is also very important to keep the water full at all times. And the final topic of the day is attention and taming. This part is so important when you first get your mini Rex bunny. You need to talk to them, get them used to your voice, give them all the love that you can, all the attention that you can, because the mini Rex, let me tell you, they love and they crave attention. So I'm hoping if anyone out there is really truly wanting to purchase a mini Rex rabbit, that you sincerely have the time to put into your little bunny, because I'm telling you, they will be wonderful pets for you if you have the time to put into them. I have lots of customers that send me photos of their little mini Rexes, and let me tell you, they are all doing wonderful, and it warms my heart to know that my mini Rex bunnies go to good homes. I hope this video has been very educational to anyone who is interested in adopting a mini Rex bunny. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and I will do my very best to get back to them as soon as I possibly can. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all so much. See y'all next time. And I do want to take this time right now to actually show y'all some of my does that I have, and that will probably be in some future videos. This right here is Esther. She is my senior doe. I call her my senior doe because she is the oldest doe that I have, and she's an excellent mother, and I've actually kept a lot of her offspring for future breeding. And in this little clip, she is actually nibbling on a clipping from my rose bush. And I've done some research actually before I gave that to her. They actually love roses. And the research also said that they can eat every part of the rose bush, believe it or not. And it will not harm them in any way, even though it has the thorns on it. But that's what I've read, and it did not hurt her. And this right here is Jade. I call her JJ, and she's also a very good mother. And I also wanted to take this time and thank y'all again for tuning into my channel, and I hope y'all will like and subscribe. Thank y'all so much.